there are 5 phases in any project. Within the SAP methodology, the 5 phases of the project lifecycle are: number 1, project preparation. This is where we see if the project makes sense. Does it bring business value? And also we define the scope of the project. Second phase is the business blueprinting. We look at the current solution, and we also design the future solution that we are going to implement in SAP. Phase 3 is the realization phase, and this is where we actually build the solution that we have agreed here into the solution in SAP. Number 4 is project final preparation, which is where we have the go live readiness and we do the cutover planning. Number 5 is when the system has gone live, the users are using it in a normal business setting, and the SAP team is providing support for any bugs or issues. SAP has a specific methodology called the ASAP methodology, which is the accelerated SAP methodology, and this contains documentations, tools, guidance on each phase of the project and what to do in each phase. So as we go through this lecture, we will look at the key activities, we will look at the inputs and outputs, and we look at the resources that are needed in each phase. Before we continue on, I would like to talk about what we call a phase transition, which is how do we actually move from one phase of the project to another. In some cases, we have what we call a hard phase, which is we will not move from phase 1 to phase 2 until we completely closed out all of the activities in the first phase. This is what is commonly called a hard transition. The other kind of transition is called a waterfall, which is we have overlapping activities in phase 2 being carried out in parallel for phase 3. For most projects, it will be a mix of the two. Most projects will have a hard transition from phase 1 into phase 2. There will be some overlap from phase 2 into phase 3, where some business processes has not been 100% confirmed, and in parallel we are already building the system for from phase 2. Phase 3 to phase 4 is very common to have a waterfall, because it might be that they haven't finished delivering something and they're already doing some business testing. However, from phase 4 to phase 5, it's usually a hard transition, because there's a cutover and you can only go to phase 5 when everything in phase 4 has been completed.